dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament.
Dice Tournament 14, World War III, Part 3. The last two parts went to the east, but the west returns with a few new faces to claim the crown. Can they make it? Let's find out together. Welcome everybody. We're 37 seconds in. This is live motherfucking TV. And I can say motherfucking because on YouTube I said it was for over 18, so what's it to you? But here we are, World War III. Let me set the table in case you haven't been joining, because I know you haven't, because I can look at the numbers. Truth is, there are some people on Rumble who watch, and for that I'm grateful. And if you're on Kick watching these clips that come through in such small bits, please join me on YouTube. If I had anyone join me, I might engage in chat, but this is not about chat at this point. This is World War III. This is East versus West. Let me tell you a little bit about how Dice Tournament works. But maybe first, let me tell you about why. I am trying to grow as a person. I'm trying to get better as a presenter, as a producer, as a storyteller, as a creative, as a dad. And truthfully, there's so many reasons. Tonight I'll highlight one. I've smoked a lot of marijuana in my life. It's made me numb out for a lot of years because I didn't want to feel my life. In some of the therapy I've been going to, they communicate a lot about finding replacement, energy, fix, whatever you want to call it. And actually, this is for me a use of energy. Instead of just getting high and doing something silly, I'm not high and doing something silly, because the truth is I want to have fun. And also the truth is, a lot of the places where we consume media, which generally was set out as like a fun thing, it's kind of been sucked into a scary world. Or the scary world wants it to be sucked in, or whatever. I don't know. It's like political theater, but the truth is, it's a little boring. I'd rather watch celebrities fight each other. So let me tell you about Let me tell you about Dice Tournament. If you've never joined, it is a single elimination dice rolling tournament. You must forgive me because I'm on an old mouse right now. It's like an old girlfriend. It's just a little creaky. It's probably coming through. You probably hear it. Here's our bracket. It is a single elimination tournament. There's 36 celebrities. In the first round, it is threesomes. So they will go head to head against each other. Let me show you the field here. All the action happens down on the hexagon. Here we are, Dice Tournament 14. This is the official roll of the West and the East for their elimination bracket. Here we go. We're kicking off Dice Tournament 14. Let's go. But look at that. That camera doesn't even work. That camera is not even active. Look at that, guys. We got a problem already. Oh, I don't know why the jingle didn't play. Guys, we're having technical issues all over the board. We're having technical issues all over the board. All right, so the field is not working. The field is not working. And we don't have a jingle tonight. This, y'all, we're gonna be up against it. But the truth is, I was even gonna talk about it. I want to get 1% better, but I knew before I started tonight that I was not 1% better. It's kind of the same. I did add more people, or I don't even know if I added more people. All right, this camera is officially out, and so is the main camera. Guys, we are in for it. Bummer. But hey, it's going to be okay. We got one up and running. I'm going to get the other one up and running. But while we do it, let's watch an intro. Nah, that doesn't work. We can't do it. You got to watch me. or listen to me. What can I tell you about Dice Tournament? Let's talk about Dice Tournament 12. Okay, that was when World War started. After World War 10, we made this map of where champions were from, and it was really heavily weighted in the West, in the Western world. Here is the map. And then so what happened, there was an Eastern invasion, and we called it World War III. 7 Western players were just kicked off of the bottom of the bracket. Eastern players invaded. So the last 2 dice tournaments have been split, equal sides, West versus East. Each sends representatives to the finals, and we have a winner of the World War. So far, the East has taken over. Japan won, and France won. And I'm not hung up on where the line on the East and West is. I'm just here for fun. Did you guys hear that? I'm here for fun. And it's not fun that the camera's not working, but World War 13 was awesome. Rodrigo was an amazing competitor. He was an entrant of my son's. My son loves the Timberwolves. Oh, wow, this is working. Okay. All right. Yeah, so anyway, it's cool. My son, his first pick was Anthony Edwards. And Anthony Edwards won. Gobert, another one of his picks. Gobert won. How freaking cool. Why is this just not working? There we go. All right, folks. We're almost there. We're almost freaking there. How beautiful. How beautiful. But now this one's not working. Wow. So interesting. We're just so... Okay, so check this out. This is the field. And I got to fix the main one real quick. What do we got to do? The main one here. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Yeah, I want to get a job in broadcast. I want to get a job in media, and so I take this seriously. I want to do a good job. So anyways, the first roll of Dice Tournament 14, I know it says 13 up there. That's because of this, so let's fix it. And again, forgive me for the squeaky mouse tonight. My gosh. Here we are, Dice Tournament 14. The first roll was red 3 and blue 2. Red 3, blue 2. So you're going to see there's a little red box coming in on bracket 3 and bracket 2. So technically speaking, the East took the first shot. They won the first round with 3 higher than 2. So West is going to go first, and that blue box that was put around Barney, Margaret, Atwood, and Crazy Horse, that is the elimination round. And so this is how it works, folks. At the bottom of the bracket, there are 2 bubbles here in the middle. Let's see if I can highlight those for you. These 2 down here is where the elimination round losers will go. And then all 4 of those will go head-to-head, and then it will go down to 2. And then 1 will make the finals, but the other 3 will be eliminated. That's how we're eliminating people every round during Dice Tournament. Keeping it fresh. Keeping it freaking fresh. I look at myself on the broadcaster, but I should probably give more emphasis to you. And it actually would probably take me out of the production more, which may be even beneficial. But here we go. We're going to get started with round 1, but I will be honest with you when I say, do I think that the field is ready to go? I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we're starting here. Almost. Oh man, we're so close. So look, check this out. So there's just a little black space up there, right? So I need to fill in that black space with something. There was something here that we no longer see. It was a dice tournament. It was a dice tournament logo. The dice tournament logo would be good to get. But I don't think I'm gonna pull it off, y'all. I can pull it off. Share. Share. What I'm going to do is, you can't see it. I wish you could see me. You should be able to see me because it's boring to not look at me. But what I'm doing is I'm airdropping a file. I'm going to download page 126 as a PNG, and I'm going to airdrop it to that computer. This is called live. I I downloaded at 720p, so let's see if it's pixelated, huh? Let's see if it's freaking pixelated. And I'm downloading it from Canva. Shout out to Canva. This whole operation is powered by Canva. Not the video, obviously, but the graphics engine. Yeah, you know that, boy. Okay, this works. Yeah. Can you put that behind that stuff? All right, so here we go. There we go. I just got that graphic. Isn't that cute? But look at, you see how it's kind of bleeding over into the field? Messing with the crop on the window can sometimes be problematic. But here we go. That's our first match. It is Olivia Rodrigo, Captain Crunch, and the American Girl. And so I want to tell you something real quick. American Girl is represented by these stars dice. There's also a man figure on there. I don't have a girl dice, but what I do want to show you on Captain Crunch, if you look closely, there's somebody else in Captain Crunch's there's somebody else on Captain Crunch's name. Because what we've learned is that the East have a spy in the West, and it is Shohei. It's so loud. Shohei Ohtani. He is hiding on the edge of Captain Crunch's icon. So actually, America is already up against it here. The West is up against it here as the East has invaded the top of the bracket. And so Olivia Rodrigo is the purple see-through dice. Captain Crunch / Shohei Ohtani in blue. And the American Girl in yellow. But folks, look at this. I know that you saw almost everything the way it was supposed to be. These cameras are just having an issue tonight. When I switch one on, then switch it to the other, it's like it. Yeah, see? So now when I give you this, okay, so you can see this, but now my other view needs to be fixed. Here we go. Rule number 1. 6, 3, and 3. And so that goes to Shohei Ohtani. Oh my gosh, folks. So already the West is having issues. They're having issues. And so are the cameras. The cameras are having issues. The West is having issues. Guys, what is up? I might have to get a second camera in here if this field keeps acting up. Look at this crap, man. Look at, is this frozen? Yeah, you can't see my hand. So here's what's happening. When I engage one camera, it freezes the other one. But I have an idea. Because I can problem solve. And you know what? When you live on the air, you gotta problem solve. Sucker. Oh, I found Yao Ming's dice. That's cool. I've been missing that. But what I wanted to do is plug in another phone. I have a cord for that over here. Sorry everyone, this is terribly unprofessional. And the battery's dead on that phone. Can I do this? Can I overcome these odds? What I need to do is reset that camera really well. Alright, I shut it off and I unplugged the cord. But what we do know is that after that first round, the West is in trouble. The West is in trouble, and maybe I'm in trouble. because the Wests, they put in their mascot, the American girl. It wasn't enough. It wasn't a freaking enough. And now I'm even having trouble navigating this spreadsheet. And my stomach hurts. Am I insecure? I might be. But that's even part of why I'm here, because I'm trying to get over that. I'm trying to move past being insecure. I have a voice. I have things to say. I can have fun. I can bring fun into the world. There's a lot of people bringing a lot of other shit, man. And I'd love to be a Behringer or a bringer or a freaking conduit of fun. God, I love that. Alright, so I've now plugged in to a new USB. I'm rebooting this camera. Golly, guys, this is so unprofessional. This guy. If I had to have one or the other, what would I have? Would I have a field camera, or would I have a so close? Let's go cancel. Let's just go add a new one. I got this, folks. I'm gonna figure this out, and we're all gonna clap after. If I was a really good producer, I'd have the claps ready. Guys, I'm behind on almost all of it tonight. Forgive me, this production is minimal. But maybe it'll still come together. I'm not giving up hope. The truth is, and neither should the West. Do you know why I called this the West's Hail Mary? I should probably tell you. I'll tell you. I don't like this, the way it's going. Alright, so this took a long time, and forgive me. But now look, you can see my hand, so that thing is active, but Olivia Rodrigo and the American Girl American Girl was a brand new player. Eliminated. Anyway, here we are. We have our next matchup, which is going to be... It's so loud, guys. It's so freaking loud. And why is this taking pictures? This old mouse. He plays wood. He plays Nick Deck on his shit. And I can't even. Do you want to use this? Wow, this is something. Alright, so next matchup is also an elimination matchup. It's between Barney, Margaret, Atwood, and Crazy Horse. I don't like how you see American Girl up there. But it's been a little bit of a piecing it together kind of night, folks. It's been a little bit of a piecing it together kind of night, if you know what I mean. See, this is the thing. I don't want this thing. Ugh. Thank you for your patience with me. I know it's not bad. These are like very minimal things, but I'm getting hung up. I want this to be a good presentation, and I want it to be exciting and dramatic, but I am getting hung up. I'm 19 minutes in if we only got one freaking match in. We need to get this show on the road. Okay, so Barney is the checkered dice. Barney is a checkered white dice. Margaret Atwood is yellow dice. And deet. I'm throwing what looks to be a little bit more of an orange. Yeah, that's probably right. Okay, and Crazy Horse purple. All right, here we go, folks. We're getting down to the field for this one. 6 for Crazy Horse. It might have been the Lakota War. Lakota War. I don't know if it was what it was called, but that is from a Lakota powwow. And oh, you know what, guys? Hey, go back. Barney did not. Barney tied. We got a tie. I can't give it. I'm so sorry. We need to do this due diligence. Barney, the friendly dinosaur, has put up a fight. So here we go, folks. Everybody gets to re-roll in dice tournament. So Barney rolled that one. Crazy Horse roll 2, 1, 1, 4. That's a Barney victory. Barney mother effer took that away from Crazy Horse. It looked to me like Crazy Horse had taken it down, but Barney's like, no way, bro. So now Barney, Captain Crunch. Barney, technically, I did a little bit of research to figure out where Barney's from. It seems it's kind of Canadian, kind of American. It was kind of ambiguous of like a location. So he's clearly a Western competitor. But Barney's the West hope to take down the spy Shohei Ohtani of baseball fame. That was baseball, folks, because I'm a good producer. I have a bunch of things here, but I don't know. It's not that I'm lazy, but you know what? Let's roll the dice. Okay, so our next matchup is going to be Bob Marley. It's going to be Beyoncé, and it's going to be Oliver Tree. All right, so Oliver Tree is a white and colorful dice. Beyoncé is white and speckled, the same dice as Barney. Bob Marley is kind of an out of focus white dice. Here we go, folks. Roll number 1. Oliver Tree, Beyoncé, and Bob Marley. We got a 5, 5, and 2. So that's what we are going to call a mother effing tie. All right, here we go. Roll number 2 between these 3. Oliver Tree, Beyoncé. We got 4, we got 1, we got 4. We got ourselves what we here at the most entertaining spectacle call a double time. Here we go. I'm trying to make this a spectacle, folks. If I could keep the production tight, you might even believe it. And frankly, you know what? 3, 5, 2. Nothing. I was really hoping for a triple tie. I was going to have that ready to write that instant. But anyway, Oliver Tree ends up winning that. Oliver Tree has actually been a really good competitor for the West in the World War. Who knew a guy singing pop love songs would be good for World War? I didn't know. But so far, a captain of an imaginary cereal ship and a stuffed dinosaur are also in the World War. So, you know, there's that. World War would not be fun, but this can be fun. And I hope you're having fun wherever you are. Here we go. This is going to be fun. Actually, you know, I'm going to check the YouTube stream because, frankly, this is maybe future build. I don't know. I don't have like a strong vision for how I think this should look or is going to look in the future. I'm trying to just have fun. But it looks like I might not even be live. Let's see. Nah, I think I'm fine. I trust the process. I trust I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't even need to look. I trust it. It seems to be going good. 24 minutes in. I'm grateful to be here. Okay, so here we go. Our next matchup is LeBron James, Morticia Addams, and AOC. LeBron James, Morticia Addams, and AOC. LeBron James is yellow. AOC is kind of purple. I think it's that purple see-through like Olivia Rodrigo. And Morticia Addams is gray and yellow. Here we go, folks. Roll number 1 for these 3. Who else is going to represent the West in World War III, Part 3? That is Morticia Addams. You can't see it. We must have a camera down, folks. It's been a camera down kind of night. If I'm frankly honest with you, it's a camera down night. this also speaks to the oldness of my career. And maybe to the oldness of my life. Because these are like old 90s references. Freaking Morticia Addams. I just got a crush on a gothic temptress. I'm glad to be alive. And for anybody out there who might be in a hurry, we'll hit you with a... Let's roll the dice. Okay, so Morticia Addams took that one. So here we are at our next threesome, which is Justin Jefferson in the purple and gold dice, which is so beautiful and so perfect for him. Druski in that light blue drip, and Joan of Arc is red. Yeah, you heard me. I was talking about drip. Look at me, I'm wearing Prince gear, bro. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go. Justin Jefferson, Druski, Joan of Arc, roll number 1. Good luck, competitors. Round 1, dice tournament 14. They're representing the West. And here is Joan of Arc with a victory. Joan of Arc from France. Man, don't have her history memorized right this minute, and I keep copying Druski instead, but it's Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc is advancing. She had a hot little streak in dice tournament. I want to say maybe around 10 or 11. She went to the finals 2 years in a row. Impressive young woman. All right, here we are. Frida Kahlo. Joe Hill. Joe Hill, actually a Swedish man who my friend Francois introduced me to. He's an activist. Currently, my friend Francois is up against BlackRock, one of the investment companies of our forefathers. Anyways, Joe Hill is somebody who stood for labor, for people. And so he is on a button that my friend wears at his job as they work towards unionizing against the aforementioned BlackRock. Speaking of BlackRock, Joe Rogan has a big BlackRock. And then Frida Kahlo is blue. And Joe Hill is actually a sky blue. This is kind of beautiful. You're probably not going to be able to see it that well, but it's kind of sky blue. You're not going to be able to tell. These blue lights, guys. This guy is so hip. His set is so hip. There we go. 6, 3, and 6. Frida Kahlo stands up to Joe Rogan and causes what we in the business know as that's right, it's a tie, but here we are, folks. Our set's falling apart. This is where I would usually put up my Venmo, pay me marker. We got a 1, we got a 4, and we got a 5, which means blue. Frida Kahlo is moving on. But folks, I don't even have a Venmo marker. I don't even have a way for you to pay me. I don't have a way for you to pay me. But speaking of the impossible debt, I don't know, something. The West is really in trouble here in the World War. So they're down 2-0. And this is actually going to be the last part. This is the last part of World War III. Unless the West can tie it up. So this is a Hail Mary by the West, because what the West needs is they need to get 2 representatives into the final series. And those 2 representatives need to both roll higher than the East representative. It is a 3-roll series. So they would have to do that all 3 times. So it's a Hail Mary. The West needs to send their best, but they also not only need to, send their best, but they need to, through the elimination bracket, defeat the East and then send somebody to the finals. So it's a real Hail Mary. And what was it? What was the reference to me? I thought there was something in my life that was a Hail Mary. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of things I could say. But I think I'd like to be happy and comfortable and safe and stable and supportive and encouraging and joyful and warm and open. It's good to have goals. All right, so that's it for the West. So we're going to go over to the East. Are you ready? Okay. Doing a little bit of altering screen here. All right, here we are. First round in the East. Okay, so first round in the East, Turkey sends Sultan Abdul Hamid, who's the lemonade-looking dice. Venus, the goddess of beauty and love, and Cillian Murphy of Ireland are all in this next matchup. The first matchup of the East. Again, I'm not a cartographer, not a biographer, not a stenographer. These East-West designations are not accurate, and they are purely meant for fun. I hope you're having fun. Here we go. Sultan Abdul Hamid, Venus, and Cillian Murphy. Cillian, 353. That is what we in the business call a tie. So here we go. Rolling again. Everybody gets a chance to roll. So Cillian getting his ass carried tonight. We got a 555. Is that what I see? Oh, guys, that is what we call. It's not just a double tie. It's starting to look like a triple tie. That's pretty impressive. So here we go. Roll number, I don't even know at this point, but these guys are heated competitors. 565. Cillian Murphy pulling it out for Ireland. Ireland. And you know, it might even be the East just stomping the West in World War III. They might just freaking plow us over. I say us because I'm from the West. The hexagon, this hexagon, that's in Minneapolis. Fuck ice. You don't want a slippery hexagon. Your dice will slide all over the place. All right, our next matchup, Rosalia, the current champion, Rudy Gobert, with a purple dice, and Kanon, gold and white. Rosalia, the big black dice. Here we go, competitors. East is keeping it rolling. 2 are down. We got a chance for a jackass. We got a 1, we got a 1, and we got a 6. Actually, it's hard to really tell, so I'm going to fix that for you real quick, but... Are you ready? Yeah, you like can't. Oh, okay, so that gold dice, it reads John and Lauren. Maybe I'll show you from this vantage point. It has names of people whose wedding I filmed. In a past life, I filmed weddings. That's the end of the story. Anyway, this was a dice from them. They had a really beautiful magical wedding, and it included dice as a party favor. I think I just got a text message. It might be my son saying, keep it down. I don't even feel like I'm being that loud. But anyway, that's what a 6 is. It is their names. And so Kanon won that one. Kanon took down Rosalia, former champion, and Rudy Gobert, the current champion. So Kanon, the dusty foot philosopher, motherfucking feeding fools their breakfast. I wish I had some Kanon clips. That dude can rap. I like his music. I also feel like he helps this sheltered white boy view another part of the world. Thank you, Kanon. Okay, so here we go. Ah, darn it. We're almost there. This is the elimination round on the West. Okay, so I'm sorry, on the East. And again, the elimination round on the West means that Margaret Atwood, who is actually a 2-time winner and Crazy Horse, will now be teammates in the elimination round. You can see them there on the bottom left, in the middle, going up against the losers of this round. So right now it's NMix, who are currently the lead singers of the band who sings our intro song. This is NMix. But I'm playing it sped up, so I can't get in trouble, right? Anyways, they're gonna be white. They're gonna be white. Ali Wong is red, and Liras Charhi are only Israeli, as far as I know. As far as I know, it's our only Israeli. And I still don't know how I stumbled across her. Just Googling around one night. So here we go. This is a red, white, and blue matchup, folks. This is an important one. I have since Liras, NMix, Ali Wong, China, South Korea, Israel. There we go. Representing the East. We got a 4, we got a 4, we got a 1. We got ourselves a tie, folks. But we're set up for triple tie, and now we're going to do a single tie. All right, so here we are. Roll number 2 is coming down. Let's see if I can get there fast enough to show you the action as it comes down. Red still coming. 6, 3, 2. That's an Ali Wong victory. Ali Wong takes down Liras Charhi and NMix. And so that means NMix and Liras have been moved to the elimination bracket, where they'll take on Margaret, Atwood, and Crazy Horse. Now there's an elimination bracket to stick around for, motherfuckers. Don't make me force you. I don't know. I'm not gonna force you. All right, here we go. We're starting in the second round. Captain Crunch, which is actually a spy of the East. It is Shohei Ohtani, represented by blue, and Barney. The West hope to take down this East spy. My God, the West is against it, folks. They are up against it, and I'm going to get really animated so I can use it for the thumbnail. Would people click on that? I don't know. Would they click on this? We're gonna find out. Dude, I got a lot of impressions. I got like 1,000 impressions over the last 30 days. But like a 1.1% click-through rate. So that's like 4 views at Dice Tournament. Actually, Rumble's been much better for viewership. So thank you, Rumble. And to all the Rumble heads out there. Let's get our Rumble on. Captain Crunch versus Barney. I got no music for these two. But here we go. Roll number 1. It is a single roll, just to remind everyone. And Barney takes down the Eastern Spy. That was close, guys. If the East was getting into the semifinals and creeping in, it was going to look... I mean, it has been embarrassing for the West, but... it could have been even worse. So here we go. Oliver Tree is taking on Morticia Addams. Morticia Addams is gray. Oliver Tree is white. Here we go, folks. We're almost there. Rolling. We got a 1 and we got a 1. My God, you know what? This might be the year of the tie. And actually, that's a good omen because the West can only muster a tie out of World War III Part 3. They are down 2-0. Japan took round 1. France took round 2. And here we are. They sit with zero titles since the Eastern invasion. It's shameful. But we got ourselves a tie. And Oliver Tree and Morticia Addams are fighting to go to the semifinals for the West. 5-4. It's Morticia Addams. It's my beautiful gothic princess. And my lovable, fun, huggable dinosaur in the semifinals for the West. My God, folks. This is actually happening. It's gonna happen. Okay, here we go. Joan of Arc, Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is blue. Joan of Arc, red. Red versus blue. Here we go, folks. To go to the semifinals in the West in World War III. It's Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo. And Barney and Morticia Addams are in a threesome to go to the finals of Dice Tournament 14. We're going to run over to the East, and we're going to look at the round of 12 here. And we're starting with Cillian Murphy taking on Kanan. Kanan, white and gold. Cillian Murphy in the speckled gray and red. Here we go, folks. It's been pretty low on music. I apologize for that. I think music helps a lot. If Bad Bunny was around, that would be cool. You know who we lost last time? Let's okay, I tell you what. After the round of 12, before we go to the elimination round, we're going to do a little recap because there was some things that happened in Dice Tournament 13 that were really interesting and some big names that are eliminated. But here we go. Cillian Murphy, Kanan, two fairly new competitors to Dice Tournament. It is a 4 and it is a 4. So we got ourselves, it is the year of the tie, folks. It's the year of the tie. So these two are going to roll again. Roll number 2. Cillian Murphy, Kanan. We got a 2 and we got a 1, which means Kanan is advancing to the semifinals. Okay, so Ali Wong. Oh, you know what, guys? Look at this. We missed a threesome in the Eastern bracket. We did indeed. Here we go. I'm going to highlight it. It's Ma Anand Sheila. Ma Anand Sheila, who I can't even see what her dice look like from this angle. That's problematic. All right, Ma Anand Sheila. She's like, it's like a... I think it's like Princess Peach's dice. It's kind of a blue and purple marbled, okay? Evie is a brown, a beautiful brown dice. And Beastland is blue. Maan and Sheila is known for, at least to me, for this one line, which is good luck to you and your pimps. She says it to a newscaster after an interview in which I believe the newscaster is trying to get her to admit that their group is involved in prostitution. And I'm going to paraphrase a lot, but I think she tries to, in the interview, assert that religious people are prostituted, or those gods are your pimps. And so anyway, it's a really beautiful line, and she says it. I think she has really beautiful charisma. And yeah, it's kind of an anti-West, or just kind of like sticking it to the man or some shit. I don't know. There's something about it I really like. If you're on Kick, please join on YouTube. It doesn't work very well. If you're on YouTube, I wish I could talk to you. I think that would be really fun. But I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Content, go live. Okay, so here's the live stream. Good connection, public, no live viewers, but could I interact with them somehow? Welcome to chat. Nobody's here. And that's okay. Right? That's okay. It's 44 minutes in. It's 44 minutes in, guys. Keep the show going. Okay, so here we go. This is a missed first round matchup between Ma Anand Sheila, Evie, and Beastland, Saudi Arabia, Japan, India. In the Eastern bracket, 3, 5, and a 4, which means Evie advances. That's good because Evie is now going to take on Ali Wong, because that was where I thought we were in the proceedings. But here we are, folks. It's Ali Wong versus Evie. Evie, again, is brown. Ali Wong is red. First roll for these two. Good luck, competitors. Japan versus China 2-6. It's another Evie victory. Evie is hot right now, and Evie is moving on with Kanan into the semifinals of Dice Tournament 14, World War III, Part 3. And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. Yeah, sometimes I think that a lot of the media on a lot of our devices, or even if we just have a place for media, it ends up being like co-opted or taken by media, other media interests. I don't know if I'm communicating clearly, but it's hard to live produce a show. Guys, it's hard. Do you feel for me? I think I missed a few brackets in the East. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay, so we got a new entrant actually. It's Joker. So Heath Ledger is from Australia, and I needed some representation over there. So I got Heath Ledger as Joker, Yao Ming, and I found his bony dice, so maybe that's a 1% better, and Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee actually was in the West bracket for World War III. He started off as a Western competitor, and then he ends as an Eastern competitor. Flexible motherfucker. Thank you, Bobby. So here we go. Green, white, and black. They're coming in. Joker, Yao Ming, Bobby Lee. My God, it was so close to being perfect. And in case you didn't know, who is Yao Ming? He's a gentleman who plays. That was a 6 for Yao Ming. That song is good luck, man. Basketball has had a real place in Dice Tournament. It's funny too because actually some of my... Okay, so I don't know if I told this story on this one, but play is a way to move through fear. And one of the things I used to play as a kid was the celebrity tournament, where I'd put my friends and celebrities in a bracket and I'd like tell stories and have my own drama or whatever. Where was I going with this? Yeah, and so this is supposed to be fun. I want this to be playful and just be that. I also am an adult professional in the world, and capitalism rules things, and so I need to like participate and whatever, but this is like my own time, and I hope it can help bolster or make me better at my job or find me a new job, or yeah, I don't know. I like to be part of a creative process. I think it feels good. And I like having fun, man. So Yao Ming freaking won. But Yao Ming doesn't go to the finals yet. This is the thing. Yao Ming goes here. Okay. The last round on the East, the last bracket is Krishna. Again, if this is sacrilegious to you, to anyone, ever, I mean no ill will. I mean fun. Nauczka, my Polish ancestor, a 15th century girl who dresses boy to get education, and Kali, the Hindu goddess of the underworld. We got Poland, the underworld, and Hare Krishna. I'm not sure where Hare Krishna's from. Somewhere in the East. And I'll tell you, I'm not a cartographer. But here we go. Krishna, Nauczka, Kali, roll number 1, 2, 4, 4. We got ourselves one of the best things in all of sports. It's a tie. I don't know. That's hyperbole. I'm trying to sell hyperbole here, but even I don't believe it sometimes. 6, 4, and 5, and that's going to be a Nauczka victory. Nauczka comes out representing for Poland. So Poland and China are going to go head-to-head for the last spot in the semifinals. Yao Ming versus Nautica. Here we go. One roll. It is sparkly green versus the bony white dice. Coming down. Roll number 1. Is not good enough for that match because Nautica took it 3-2. I don't have any sound bites for Nautica. I mean, there's very little about her on the internet even. But she is of my heritage. The Polacks. And she valued education. And she stood up for what she believed in. I think she's worth celebrating. And she might be celebrated tonight with a Dice Tournament Championship. But again, so here we are. This is Dice Tournament 14, but I'm going to take you back and tell you a little bit about Dice Tournament 12. Why? There's some really notable things that happened. If you look on the elimination bracket here on the bottom, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Joe Rogan, Peach, Bruce Lee. That was all 4 of those were up against each other, and there was only one going to make it out. Joe Rogan made it out just by the skin of his freaking hair. Peach was a former champion. Bruce Lee, it was his first Dice Tournament in. And Stone Cold Steve Austin with literally the best entrance song is now gone. I think I'm going to give Joe Rogan this entrance song. I think that's what he gets. I think in my world, which is outside of your world, Joe Rogan stole Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance music at Dice Tournament 13 when he eliminated his candy ass for the last time. So there you have it, folks. I got to keep Joe Rogan around because he's got a storyline now. He has stolen Stone Cold's music, and who the fuck knows what's going to happen. But I do know that Rudy Gobert took down Joe Rogan and Justin Jefferson in the finals of Dice Tournament 13. It was sports heavy, but Dice Tournament has been basketball heavy. I don't know what to say. I guess it's just that I've consumed a lot of basketball, and so in my frame of reference, which informs a lot of the people, because nobody is on YouTube telling me who to put in the comments. You want somebody in? Put it in the comments. Okay. I can't believe myself kind of even talking about it. Okay, so field number 3. So close, y'all. I'm having a little bit of an issue with one of the dates things. So bear with me, I'm almost there. I'm gonna copy this. Again, I apologize for the old mouse tonight. Can't send an old dog to do new tricks, you know? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I think I lost another battery. It is the night of low batteries. No, I didn't. That was a false alarm. But I am not able to do what I wanted to. So here we go, folks. You can see that is our semifinals matchup, but that's not where we're going to go right now because we're actually in the elimination round. So this elimination round is this bottom bracket here. And we got Margaret Atwood in yellow. Margaret Atwood has been around since Dice Tournament 0. Dice Tournament 0 did not stream. But it's still executed. I still played it out because I thought I was online, but I wasn't. And Margaret Atwood won. But no one will ever see that or know that except me. This is me shedding a tear. You know, I even have something.
Hello, I'm Margaret Atwood. I write books.
Thank you for your service, Margaret. Crazy Horse and Margaret Atwood are a team. That is the yellow and purple team. And on the other side is Liras Charhi in blue and white. And N Mix, our intro singing beauties. So here we are. These four are in an elimination round. Are you ready? Oh, I wish so much that I could freaking show you this. Field 3. I need to go field 3. Oh, guys. So annoying. Paste. Okay. It's not amazing. It's fine. Here we go. I mean, we just asked, are you ready, like 10 minutes ago, but we're going to do it again. Actually, you know what? We're going to just do this. We're going to cue this up. I'm sorry, girls. Margaret Atwood and Crazy Horse stomped him and mixed through a 1. Margaret Atwood and Crazy Horse. So that means that the West is still alive. Folks, I wanted NMIX to win because, frankly, I want to keep these Korean girls around. They've made our intro song. I want them around. NMIX, you have my heart. But Dice Tournament is a vicious bitch. And you've been eliminated. So here we go, Margaret Atwood and Crazy Horse. It is a 1-roll shake between the two. One of them is going home, and one of them is going to the finals of Dice Tournament 14 to give the West a shot. A shot. The West will have a shot at winning World War III. Let's go to the field to see who's going to represent the West. Is it going to be Margaret Atwood or is it going to be Crazy Horse? Here we go. It is a 6-1. It is a Crazy Horse victory. Crazy Horse, the Native American, is standing up for the West in World War III. Wow. How dramatic, guys. Crazy Horse, the lone representative so far in Dice Tournament 14, but we're going to get to our semifinals. Let's freaking do it, guys. Let's freaking do it. It's good to be alive, and I'm happy to be here. And I hope you're all having a beautiful night. Okay. I'm almost there. Barney, Morticia Addams, and Frida Kahlo. Barney is a white speckled dice. Frida Kahlo is blue. Frida Kahlo is blue. Barney is white speckled. Where are we at here? Barney. Okay, there it is. And Morticia Addams is gray. So here we go, folks. Roll number 1, semifinals is out. Blue, and gray? No, so I did something wrong. Barney. There it is. Blue, white, gray. Morticia Addams, Barney, Frida Kahlo to go to the finals of Dice Tournament 14. 6-3-1. It's Morticia Addams. Morticia Addams, Crazy Horse represent the West in World War III. Who will they go up against? Who will they go up against in the East? We're going to find out right now. It is going to be between Nauchka, Kanan, and Evie. Nauchka in green, Kanan gold, Somalia, Poland, and Japan. Somalia, Poland, Japan. Here we go, folks. Now, number 1 East representative of the finals of Dice Tournament 14 is going to be Kanan. Wow, guys. This is great. I was introduced to K9 by my friend Kevin. Kevin, if you're watching, I love you. Kevin's dad actually had a funeral this morning. I was able to sneak out of work thanks for the flexibility of my job and go see his family and be with them. It was a really beautiful morning. Death. It's also what happens in World War III. So here we are, folks. The West has lost both parts of World War III. Part 1, they lost to Japan. Part 2, they lost to France. And here we are, Crazy Horse representing Turtle Island. I don't know if he called it Turtle Island, but it's like a popular hipster native thing. It's not hipster. It is of native philosophy, thought, map. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I don't. Purple, gray, and gold. Kanan, Morticia Addams, and Crazy Horse. So I want to once again set the scene. The West needs to beat the East. The East is represented by Kanan. Kanan's the gold one. So the West, every dice has to be higher than the East. If the East wins any of these, the East wins World War III. But who will be Dice Tournament 14 champion? Let's find out. And will the West avenge the East? It's a 4, it's a 6, it's a 1. That means no. That means, folks, the World War III has gone to the East. I will admit it's a little confusing. there's kind of maybe some interest in bringing drama about the World War. So also Dice Tournament 14 is the second 7-year cycle. And if you paid attention during Dice Tournament 7, in ancient Israelites used to forgive debts after every 7 years or every cycle of 7 years or something to this effect. Again, I'm not a cartographer. But debts were relieved. One could hope. Israel was eliminated from the bracket this year. And Mix and Liahaz were unable to pull it out. So they've been eliminated. But here we are. Kanan was able to stick a fight at the very first dice of the finals. He beat somebody in the West. So the West, I'm so sorry, you have lost World War III to the East. But you may be able to win Dice Tournament 14. You actually have the best odds at it. Anyway, I've belabored the point. I probably killed some of the fun even. But Crazy Horse is up 1-0. If Crazy Horse gets one more roll, we have a new champion of Dice Tournament 14. And what could be potentially the very first champion to come in through the elimination round. That's right, folks. Crazy Horse, the unthinkable champion, the Native American rising up and taking World War III Part 3. It's a tale as old as time.
Dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament.